What the duck is up, everyone? Thank you for joining us for another episode of Duck Takes. As always, with me, my co-host Garrett.
Hi.
Do we have all the lights on? Yeah, all the lights are on.
Oh,
And today, we will be discussing the most recent hit TV show, not Stranger Things, but It. Welcome to Derry. We also have a lot of movie news to go over. And then we'll also be recording our Patreon episode. We're going to be updating y'all on the fantasy football leagues. Going over some Discord questions over there as well. Next week will be Avatar, Fire, and Ash. And then we'll also have a Christmas end of the year episode to round off 2025, which is actually pretty fucking insane to say.
yeah, I can't believe 2025 is over already.
I can't believe it's I can't believe it's over. That's sickly. Time is going by way too fast. Okay. So let's start off with some movie news though. Wake Up Dead Man, the third Knives Out movie, did come out on Netflix just last week. And if you want to see our full review, go ahead and check out the Real Talk podcast. We were a guest on there for the first time, our Real Talk podcast debut. So that was really fun chopping it up with Tyler and Cam.
Well, I've been on there before.
Well, technically I had to. Well, no, that's Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
The
yeah.
trivia?
No, yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, that was his own thing.
But I could have sworn I joined a podcast episode by myself before because you couldn't make it.
That was Real Takes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, that was Goodwill Podcast.
Yeah.
Goodwill Podcasting,
Goddamn, bro.
which features Real Takes. Dan, our friend Dan.
It's too many crossovers, bro. It's too many crossovers.
But this was Real Talk Podcast with Tyler, Cam, George, and Seth.
Yeah.
But George and Seth weren't able to make it. So that's why they called in ya boys for a little Wake Up Dead Man review. Good movie.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it a lot,
Yeah.
actually.
I did too.
And actually, so I revealed towards the end of that podcast that I had not seen all three movies. I started with Glass Onion, and then I watched Wake Up Dead Man in preparation for the episode. Because when I watched Glass Onion, I had no idea that it was a sequel to Knives Out. I was just like, oh, this is the new hot thing on Netflix, so I watched it. But I did watch Knives Out recently, the original.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you've seen all three Knives Out movies, how would you rank them? Because we did do a ranking on Real Talk.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I do like the OG. Maybe it's not helping that it did get spoiled during that podcast episode, but currently I kind of have Wake Up Dead Man in the top spot.
Yeah, how I ranked it was Wake Up Dead Man at the top, then Knives Out, then Glass Onion.
Yeah.
I enjoy all three movies.
Yes.
I think all three are very enjoyable, fun watches. Wake Up Dead Man was definitely the most thematically rich. I also think it's the best looking Knives Out movie.
No, it had some really good
some
shots.
people were talking about how Wake Up Dead Man, oh yeah, looks like a Netflix streaming movie. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
No.
It looks great.
No, it looks really good.
The lighting was amazing in that movie.
I think the impossibleness of the murder in Wake Up Dead Man really sells it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I personally could not wrap my head around like how this possibly happened.
It definitely had a less comedic tone than Glass Onion.
Yeah.
It definitely also has the weakest ensemble cast, but that's because it really focuses on our two main characters.
Yeah. Which I didn't mind.
Yeah, no, me neither. With Daniel Craig and Josh O'Connor's.
Like, I think there's like one standout performance that's really bad, actually, which is Mila Kunis. Which does take away from that movie, but everything else I really enjoyed.
Yeah, all the other performance, like, there's definitely some handed-in performances. I wish we got to see more of Kerry Washington, just because I feel like I hadn't seen Kerry Washington in a while. Jeremy Renner, but like
they didn't give him too much to do.
Yeah, that's really at the end of the day. There wasn't too much for most of the characters, but like Josh Brolin was great.
Yeah,
Daniel Craig was great. Glenn Close was great.
Mm-hmm.
She was really good.
And of course our main guy,
Josh O'Connor. Right?
Josh O'Connor.
Yeah.
Josh O'Connor was really good.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Overall, good movie.
Yeah.
Go
watch the review.
Yeah, go watch the review. I haven't seen the first Knives Out in a minute.
It was good.
It is good, but I remember not being like as high as some people. I think just because like
I wasn't overwhelmed by the reveal, which I
Right.
think is like, especially because even if somebody had not told me who had done it,
Mhm.
that would have been my number one suspect, simply off of how they shot the movie. And like this character was very was not heavily featured in the
Mhm.
first half of the movie. Like, and because of that, I'm gonna be like, this is suspect number one. The fact that you're not talking about him, or they talk about him a lot actually, but they just don't actually show the character
Mhm.
until later.
I think what's nice too about the Knives Out movies, I like when a director just kind of figures out what they're really good at.
Yeah.
Like Rian Johnson clearly is amazing at making these Knives Out movies and just should be given the freedom to keep making them. And I say that because also we're going to be talking about Andy Muschietti, who developed it, Welcome to Derry, and directed a few episodes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And as everyone knows, he also directed the Flash movie, which famously was terrible and got a lot of hate.
Yeah.
Was a box office flop. But then he's directed the It movies, which are good. At least part one is met with great critical reception and the highest grossing horror movie of all time. And then with It, Welcome to Derry, which was fantastic. So like he's really found his groove and just he's great at these, Stephen King mystery adaptations with kid main characters.
Yeah.
So Andy Muschietti would probably be a right guy if you do want to do a remake of live action Scooby-Doo.
All right.
I could see him doing a live action Scooby-Doo.
That'd be pretty good, actually.
But probably the craziest movie news that we have and tragic news that came out the other night was that legendary filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle Singer Reiner were found dead in their home, and their son Nick was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Dude,
it's been all over my 40 page.
That's actually insane.
Wild.
Rob Reiner was director of beloved films like Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Spinal Tap, Misery, A Few Good Men, and more. He was also known for his acting in the sitcom All in the Family. He was great in Wolf of Wall Street.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
He's Mad Max.
He's Mad Max
in Wolf of Wall Street.
That's probably like literally my favorite performance outside of our
The main
guy.
cast.
Yeah.
No, I know. He's definitely the best side character.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah, just absolutely tragic news.
These are your fucking charges right here. $26,000 worth of sides.
What are these sides cure cancer?
The sides.
Besides, they did cure cancer. That's why they were so expensive.
You shut the fuck up.
The IRS allows for TNE.
TNA.
You said TNA. I said TNE. No, you said TNA. Dad, he said TNA.
He said TNA without a question.
Why? Wait, what do you say?
Max, why do you hold it in?
Why you hold it? Exactly. We need to get closer. I want you to open up more.
Dude, he stole that scene.
I know.
He stole that scene in a room full of superstars.
Yeah.
He stole that scene.
What kind of hooker takes a credit card? A rich one. Yeah, just absolutely insane. And the more news that comes out, it's just baffling to hear what happened. So their son Nick had been dealing with drug problems for most of his life. And it seemed to have happened after a Conan O'Brien Christmas party or end of the year party.
Mm-hmm.
Conan O'Brien had a end of the year party. Obviously a lot of, celebs were there, and their son Nick tagged along with Rob and Michelle. Apparently there was an argument that happened at the party between Rob and his son Nick. After that, Rob and Michelle and Nick had all left the party after that incident, and it was the next day where their bodies were found in their home.
That's insane, bro.
It's actually insane. Yeah, Stand By Me.
Yeah. And you know what Stephen King said to him about that movie?
What?
That is the best adaptation of his work.
Wow. I mean, these are just kind of like generational movies here. Like you got great coming of age stories, you got a great rom-com story. Um he's adapted a few Stephen King novels, no? Misery is another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like how many people our age was Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally? Like how many people were those movies part of their childhood? So many. Well, and then the voice actor of Sheen from Jimmy Neutron passed recently.
Yeah.
He was young. He wasn't even 50. He had been dealing with medical issues. The voice actor of Doug Dimmadome from Fairly Odd Parents, he passed.
Crazy. I'm seeing Gil Gerard, best known for playing Buck Rogers, dead at 82. Maybe less surprising on that one, but I feel like the surprising deaths have been more common. You know?
Yeah.
Like just random craziness.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Like either at a young age or, you know, killed in a way like that, like crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's pretty tragic to hear. 2026 is lining up to possibly be the most legendary year in history and recent history. So 2026 is going to be a special year. We have Nolan's The Odyssey, Spielberg's new alien film Disclosure Day, Dune Part 3, Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Supergirl, Clayface, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic, Mandalorian and Grogu, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Scary Movie 6, Scream 7, The Bride with Christian Bale and Maggie Gyllenhaal, Toy Story 5, live action Moana, The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, The Hunger Games, Sunrise of the Reaping, Violent Night 2, and Jumanji 3. So we got a lot of sequels in there, for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like movie theaters are going to need 2026 more than ever after the news of these deals of Warner Brothers selling and with Netflix in the lead to buy them. And yeah, the more that news has been coming out and how Paramount would actually be worse if they were to get their hands on Warner Brothers. It's all crazy.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I know Paramount is worse. They would have much more of a monopoly over the entire industry.
Because when I first heard that, I was like, why would it be worse for Paramount? But then I heard, they'd also have control of, these networks and these networks and
like news stations.
Yeah.
And TikTok,
that's what I mean.
like literally any sort of media pretty much where like people get information from.
Because they would also absorb, what was it? The company Oracle. Who is now going to get the American data for TikTok. Yeah, so that'd be insane.
That's wild. That's too much power.
That is way too much power. So I don't think they could even let the Paramount one go through because that's just way too much of a monopoly.
I mean, yeah, but the price of that might be the death of movie theaters.
Right. Which is why 2026 is so important for theaters.
I don't know, man.
You don't think 2026 is going to be legendary?
No, I think it's going to be legendary, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. If their agenda is to get movie theaters out of here, essentially, like if they fuck with the releases and they only have movies in theaters for 2 weeks, that's it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good the movie is, you're done.
Yeah. But I'm saying at least this will show, I think 2026 will at least show why people still want to go to theaters.
Well, you're more positive than I am. Yeah.
Okay, so out of those movies I just listed, what would be your top 5 most anticipated for 2026?
All right. So for me, it's going to be Dune Part 3, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Supergirl. Oh, shit. The Odyssey. And I'll go The Legend of Aang.
Legend of Aang?
Yeah, I'll go that over Doomsday.
Over Doomsday? Okay.
Dude, I'm sorry. I love Marvel. I'm not optimistic, bro.
Because of the news that's been leaking.
I haven't even watched the leak trailer.
Okay, so top 5 most anticipated of 2026 for me. We would go Nolan's The Odyssey, Dune Part 3. I could say Spielberg's film Disclosure Day, just because I feel like this might be Spielberg back to his basics with alien shit. And I feel like we haven't seen, Spielberg film in a while.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, The Fablemans was good.
It's like,
but
just different.
Yeah, it's different. I got to put Avengers Doomsday in there just because of all the news that's come out with it. And
is it more curiosity at this point?
Yeah, it's more curiosity.
Yeah.
It is more curiosity. And then lastly, I would probably say I might say Clayface.
Dog, over Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Again, Clayface is one where I think I'm more curious about Clayface. I feel like we've gotten so much news and so much behind the scenes footage about Spider-Man Brand New Day. We basically know what it's going to be. And also, that trailer got leaked as well.
Yeah.
So at this point, I am more curious about Clayface than I am Spider-Man Brand New Day.
We're not doing most curious movies. We're doing most anticipated.
Well, I am anticipating it more now because I will say this. If Clayface doesn't set a different tone for the DCU.
Yes, I know. It's a very huge deciding factor for the DCU.
Clayface will be a big deciding factor for the DCU for me.
All right.
I don't know. This will definitely be a high grossing year though.
Yeah,
for the box office.
It will be.
Between
and insanely. I mean, shit, just the 2 Avengers movies alone. Then you have Dune Part 3.
We don't have. Well, the Avengers movie come out. You mean the 2 Marvel movies?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. But yeah, you have the 2 Marvel movies. You got Dune Part 3. You got the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. The live action Moana is gonna be. That's gonna be high box office.
Super Mario movie.
Super Mario is gonna be another box office smash.
Did you say Mandalorian and Grogu?
I'm not so sure on that one.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
I'm not, like, the hype for Mando has died down a lot.
Yeah, it has.
A lot.
Toy Story 5 will make a lot.
That'll make a lot of money.
Yeah. That's easily $1 billion right there.
But yeah, box office wise, there's definitely at least like 5 or 6 movies on there that are gonna break the box office.
Let's see this. 2026 might be the most $1 billion movies we have seen in a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and make my predictions for what 2026 movies will make $1 billion. I will say Nolan's The Odyssey will make $1 billion. We saw Oppenheimer nearly make $1 billion. Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
So I think Nolan's The Odyssey will be able to reach that.
Yeah.
So there's one. Obviously, I think Avengers Doomsday will make $1 billion.
Really?
Doomsday?
No, I know.
That's like the easiest billion on this list. I think it is.
I mean, like the rational side of me wants to agree with you, but at the same time, we have seen how superhero movies have not been
as
box office crazy lately.
You're right.
That's literally the only reason why I even question that in the slightest.
However, they are bringing their golden white boys back.
Which honestly might hurt more than it helps.
Story wise, or you mean box office wise?
Both. Like, bro, tell me how many people you have talked to that heard that Chris Evans, Hemsworth, and RDJ are coming back, and they're like, that sounds like a good business plan. That sounds like a good plan for this movie. That doesn't seem desperate at all.
I think it'll still get people in seats, though. Okay, so there's 2. I think Spider-Man Brand New Day will make $1 billion.
That's hitting $1 billion.
It's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Far From Home hit $1 billion.
Yeah.
So what are we talking
Brand
about?
New Day is hitting $1 billion.
I think
Toy Story 5.
I think Toy Story 5 will make $1 billion. So there's 4 right there.
Yeah.
I think the Super Mario movie will make $1 billion.
That'll hit $1 billion again.
There's 5. Yeah, the first one made $1.3 billion.
Yep.
I think the live action Moana can hit $1 billion.
That's hitting $1 billion.
So there's 6.
Dude, Lilo and Stitch was ass, and that hit $1 billion.
And that hit $1 billion. I mean, Moana 2 hit $1 billion.
Crazy.
What? Okay. Yeah.
That movie sucked.
That hit $1 billion.
That movie sucked, bro.
So I think those are the movies that will hit $1 billion in 2026. I don't think Spielberg's movie will reach that. I don't think Supergirl will reach that.
No, Supergirl's not going to hit $1 billion. But I am excited.
And I do think Mandalorian and Grogu is a toss-up. I'm not quite sure that'll get $1 billion. I
don't think it will.
I don't think it will either.
I mean, I think it could be high grossing, but at the same time, the hype for Mando, as I said, has been dying down for a long time now. Season 3, everybody, like, they left a bad taste in people's mouths with season 3. And I feel like it's a general consensus where they're like, and we're over this whole Mando and Grogu thing.
Well, and
that's literally the title of the movie coming out.
And at the end of the day, it's still a movie from a TV show. Yeah. So, you know, as popular as Mando and Grogu are, it still isn't going to reach the heights of like new
characters, new story.
A new story in like the Skywalker saga or something.
That you don't have to prep yourself by watching a TV show to go watch it.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you would have to watch Mando season 1 through 3 and some of Boba Fett to have their entire story, you know, like summed up that you could go watch it.
Did you, okay, so let's talk about the Avengers Doomsday leaks.
Dude, I haven't heard anything, honestly. I've been like specifically avoiding it.
Yeah. So you're going to wait to watch the trailer when you get in theaters for Avatar Fire and Ash?
I feel like as a content creator, I shouldn't. But
I mean, I haven't watched the trailers either.
Yeah.
I want to watch, like,
I hate leaks.
I hate leaks too. And I'm so tired of these leaks slipping through the cracks at Marvel lately.
Yeah. No, I don't want to know everything before the movie comes out.
Like, what is happening? We have had a lot of trouble with leaks and Marvel lately. And like the amount of behind the scenes footage that we see and on set photos, they
gotta bump up their fucking security, bro.
Yeah, or just like like, I don't know. I feel like it's almost been on purpose lately just because of how much it's been happening, but it's like, bro,
it does feel intentional.
It feels so intentional at this point. We've seen so many behind the scenes stuff lately. Like, what happened to the days where people just shut the fuck up, film a movie? You know, no one was going around taking pictures. I mean, social media and everyone having phones and everything has just kind of ruined that sort of.
You act like the paparazzi hasn't been around for years doing shit.
I mean,
like
yeah,
that.
you're right. Yeah, I don't know. So,
however, it's a lot easier to leak stuff now. I'll say that.
I mean, I hate leaks. I really do. I don't want to watch a new Doomsday trailer in 360p, you know?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the news has been reported that we are getting 4 separate Doomsday trailers for Avatar Fire and Ash. 1 new trailer per week. The first week being Steve Rogers. Second week being, I think it was like Thor.
Yeah.
1 week being Tony Stark, or just like
it was RDJ, but I don't know if it's Doctor Doom or
I don't know.
Tony Stark. I don't know.
And then what was the 4th?
Oh, yeah, Steve Rogers. Week 1, Steve Rogers. Week 2, Thor. Week 3, Doctor Doom. Week 4, full teaser trailer.
Full teaser. Okay.
Thank you, Reddit.
So I wonder. So this is how Avatar Fire and Ash will make $2 billion.
Yeah, I guess. Jesus. They're gonna. I feel like they're gonna re-release Fire and Ash too. Like, they're gonna just keep
like down the road just to make it.
They're just gonna keep it in theaters as long as they can, because they know it's gonna be a box office smash, and they're like, let's just break records.
It's funny because, like, obviously those movies are just visual spectacles, but you never hear like your coworker or your
you
friends.
did when the first one came out.
Yeah, but I was also a kid, so maybe I didn't really pay attention to that.
We didn't have coworkers.
Yeah, I don't know. But they're just.
I feel like the story is gonna be like identical.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's gonna be a fucking copy and paste like they did with Way of Water.
And they make $2 billion every time. I have heard out of the 3 that this might be the weakest.
I have heard that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're really there for the experience.
Yeah.
Oh
Movies are so weird lately, bro.
What do you mean?
They're just weird.
Okay, and then
Everything feels like a repeat.
oh, this news just came in on Discord. Breaking news: the Oscars will exclusively stream on YouTube starting in 2029. I
don't hate that.
kind of like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like,
Because
I don't know how I feel. Nobody watches it anyway.
Well,
their numbers have been dwindling for years.
Also, it'll be free. Every year I have to like either up my Paramount subscription or get YouTube TV to be able to watch the awards season every year.
Yeah.
So
no, I don't hate that.
I don't hate that. I also do have satellite TV now.
But who the fuck doesn't have YouTube?
But even ABC has been weird with showing stuff. Just like how ABC ran into those contract problems with Disney, like Monday Night Football hasn't been on ABC lately.
That's crazy.
I can't, like, it's so hard to watch football. So yeah, whatever. I'm down for the Oscars on YouTube. It makes it easily accessible, free.
Yeah. What if you do end up having to pay for it though? Or it's like
I'll be pissed.
They charge you like, if you want to stream, pay this.
I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. Like,
because they can easily do that.
Sure.
Easily could do that.
So stupid. So stupid. That'd be so stupid, especially seeing after news of what their goodie baskets for winners and presenters are. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like worth like $200,000. It's like Brad Pitt skincare routine, some yacht club thing, like a trip or something. It was ridiculous. It's like a $200,000 goodie bag.
Damn, I'll go win an Oscar just for that.
Or was it like maybe even more? All right. But that is going to do it for movie news. So let's get on to what we came here for. Welcome to Derry, a prequel TV show to the It movies that we got in 2017 and 2019, which were both directed by Andy Muschietti. Andy Muschietti was the developer of It Welcome to Derry, directed some episodes, and I mean, right off the bat, overall thoughts. This is my favorite show of 2025 so far.
That's crazy. Over Severance?
So, yes, and I'll tell you why.
Do it, Seth.
Severance is great. Severance is fantastic. But it's really impressive how like It Welcome to Derry was really impressive to me because it's a prequel to a TV show. And
you mean to a movie?
Yeah, it's a prequel to the It movies. So it's kind of really taken a risk of not only being a TV show, but being a prequel to the It movies and also bringing back Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise in this TV show. Like, that doesn't sound very grandiose to bring back a horror icon like Pennywise into a TV show. I feel like, when you pitch that, first people's reaction may be like, why is he coming back in a TV show? Like, Pennywise should be a movie character. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess, but if you do it right,
well,
and
he did it right.
Yeah, and it's Bill Skarsgård. Like, why would you want to bring, if you wanted to make a Pennywise show, why would you do that with anybody else but Bill Skarsgård?
And here's what was also very impressive is you're expanding on the lore even more so on Pennywise, on It. So if, you do fumble on that I feel like that's a pretty hard hole to climb yourself out of, considering you have 2 more seasons lined up for It Welcome to Derry. And on top of that, this is a prequel to the movies. So there isn't a happy ending for the most part. So not only does the audience already know that there is no happy ending to this show, and yet it still finds a way to give you hope during those, last few episodes, care for those characters that probably aren't going to make it. It just has also found a way to
well, I mean, we knew some characters were going to make it.
Yeah,
because
they're
the freaking parents of our future characters.
Yeah. And also the way that they the way that they also wrote Dick Halloran's character in this as well.
He was the most interesting character.
Yeah.
And I was like, where the fuck are his powers coming from? Like that part was bizarre to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has The Shining. So, I don't know if you know this.
No, that it's like all connected universe.
Well, okay. You know the movie The Shining, obviously.
Yeah.
You know.
He's the cook.
Yeah, he's the cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. I was piecing that together as I was watching it.
How much trouble could a hotel cause?
But I'm not gonna lie. Does it explain in The Shining where his powers come from? No, I don't think it does.
Not
He
in The
just like
Shining,
always
no.
has this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Which is, I thought it was cool how they were connecting the Stephen King universe books.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool because like he's like they were like, you're going to Shawshank.
Yeah.
And I was like, Shawshank wasn't a real prison. Like, and I looked it up. I was like, oh no, they're just referencing another Stephen King movie.
Yeah, no, the show
cool.
is really gelling together all these like Stephen King universes, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Welcome to Derry was pitched as a 3-season series. So, and we're going back in time each season. Next season will take place during the 1935 Bradley Gang massacre, and the third season will be the Ironworks Easter explosion that killed 88 kids in 1908. So we're going back 27 more years each season, and you know that's really cool too because you do hear about these events in the It movies when the kids are talking about the 1962 Black Spot fire, and then the 1935 Bradley massacre. And then the 1908 Easter explosion.
Yeah, where they were figuring out the pattern.
Yeah. So that's really cool that we're also going to be able to get to expand on these stories. And
you know, I like that. I did like in Welcome to Derry though that they were showing that people were aware of this happening.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in It, I was like, you're telling me this happens every 27 years and everybody is just like, just happens.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I like that they were acknowledging, like, people were very aware of this situation, and it just, like, not really much they can do about it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. The Native Americans, they're monitoring the situation every 27 years. And at the end, how she asked the Hanlons to, you know, buy her place and to watch over everything. So, yeah, people are very aware. But what was also fascinating about this show was how Pennywise fed off fear in this and how racism came into play in the story as well. I thought it was written very well and handled very well.
Yeah.
And was terrifying.
I thought it was crazy how Pennywise would like feed into the racism because he knows that that's just like another form of hatred and fear he can use to exploit, which is crazy. Like, bro, when he said the dark meat tastes better, do you remember him saying that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It reminded me when that line that Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger says in Freddy vs. Jason. When he sees Kelly rolling, he's like, dark meat, how sweet.
Oh my God, bro. When he said, I was like, you're crazy for that. You're crazy.
The episode 7 was just absolutely batshit insane.
Yeah.
No,
I was not honestly
God.
like
it pissed me off so much.
It had been a minute since I'd seen the It movies. So like once I started talking about the Black Spot, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, it was fucked up. And dude, they just showed everything.
I know.
Everything.
I know.
And honestly, dude, when it went down and like, okay, they scared him out the building when they pulled their guns back on him. I'm like, you're going to let them go outside where they can just like, this is a wood building. This isn't fortified at all. They can easily just like a freaking firing range and line up outside.
You know what's crazy though? When they scared them back outside, I was like, "Oh yeah."
No, I knew they were fucked.
Even though the story, like it doesn't go well. That's why I'm saying like this show did such a good job at making you think like, you know what? There's still a chance. He pulled out their guns too, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah,
and he's
like, bars are government issue.
Yeah, I was like, "You damn right."
But not, bro. When they went outside, I was like, they are in a perfect tactical position to just absolutely fuck you up. You guys are all in this building. They can fire on you from the outside of the building. And I knew, I was like, Molotovs immediately before they even lit the first one up. I knew that was coming.
Oh man. Yeah. That whole episode. And then we're gonna talk about spoilers, so just be warned, this is your warning now.
Oh, what do you mean? We just talked major spoilers.
Yeah, but that's not even really spoiler because like it's in the movies already.
True.
You know it's happening.
You do know.
But what you don't know is what I'm about to say is Richie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. This show just did such a good job with the kids.
They really did.
And the kid actors were great. And yeah, it's
dude, seeing like Marge and Richie's love story unfold too, bro. I was like, and when she was looking at him playing the drums, I was like, bro, she just fell so hard right now,
dude. And Marge was a character that you absolutely hated in the first half of the show.
I hated her so much,
and then I loved her by the end.
Yeah,
like the way this show just made you care about its characters.
Yeah, no, honestly, like the biggest turning point was when the little group of bullies came up to her at lunch, and she was like, I'm a freak too. And she pulled her eye patch out. I was like, there you go.
Okay, you just won me over.
I was like, some character development. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that whole episode, like the beginning was dude, it just completely reminded me of Sinners as well.
Oh yeah.
With the jukebox place and like the whole
juke. It's just a juke.
A juke joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just how everyone was having a good time. You know what's crazy? I was watching, I was like, this is just too happy right now. Like all these characters are having a good time. This is just too happy to continue to be a happy moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was reminding me of Sinners.
Yeah, I mean, similar time period.
Yeah.
Well, right? Or no? No.
No.
Sinners is way before.
Sinners, yeah, way before. But you even had that white girl in that was in there as well.
You know what's so funny when I saw her at first too, before that dude even like pointed her out and said go home. I saw her singing in there. I was like, off-brand Haley Steinfeld.
yeah, literally.
Like she kind of looked like her too. Yeah, we can stay a little longer. What's the harm?
Fuck. And I like how he gave the kids alcohol.
Oh, I know. He was like, wait, what do you call it?
Coke.
He said, yeah, no, but he called
airbase.
He said
Coke.
airbase Coke. Yeah.
His Coke tastes a
little
weird.
Like, why is he getting these kids fucked up?
Oh my God. And then, yeah, when Pennywise showed up during that scene, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And then we find out who gave in the tip, honestly, about where
that was like my most suspected person. I swear, like, oh yeah. Also, are we gonna glaze over the fact that Ronnie's dad was smashing her?
Oh, like fucking that girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know how that happened. Like, where did they meet up that he's Ingrid Kirsch, bro? She's insane. She's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, however, you had to get to know her a little bit to see the insane side, but
yeah.
Yeah, that was
because her husband didn't seem like the
most loving person. Yeah, no, he wasn't.
That whole scene was just crazy though. When Pennywise just comes up behind him, chops his face off, starts eating his face, and she still thinks it's her papa. He was just clowning her, like, "Show me the bow."
Dude, I know.
Pennywise was a menace.
Yeah, why? She witnessed him murder so many people. Why did she still think that like her dad was in there somewhere?
She's crazy.
She was crazy.
She's crazy. That's why.
She was crazy. And yeah, and then it took was Pennywise about to abandon her. That's what made her realize it. Like, what? It wasn't the countless people that just got murked.
What was crazy is he was just going to let her go, too.
Yeah, no, I know. Had she not grabbed it, like, she was in the clear.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because he saw her value.
Yeah.
Because look what she just did for him. She
just brought him a buffet.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, maybe you can do this again for me in 27 years. Maybe I'll keep you around. So
well, she is kept around when we find out.
Yeah. No, she is. But
did you see the after credit scene?
Of what?
Of Welcome to Derry.
At the very end?
At Juniper Hospital. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With
with Beverly.
Beverly Marsh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I saw that.
Now I am not well versed on Stephen King lore knowledge and the It book, because I've seen people saying like, oh, Beverly Marsh's mom could have been Lily.
Yeah.
But then I've heard a few people debunk that, but then a few people have also said still could be a thing that they make just for the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the same actor for Beverly Marsh.
Yeah, it was.
And she looked the same.
She did.
It was crazy.
I mean, it definitely helps like the angle they were showing her at. Like it's like she wasn't like standing fully up or anything like that. So if she did like have a growth spurt or something like that, that wouldn't have been a big factor. But no, she looked exactly like she did in 2017, which is
insane.
Damn, that's impressive.
Yeah. She's also in The Chair Company.
Oh shit.
She's Tim Robinson's daughter.
No way.
That's her.
Okay. I barely made it into The Chair. Honestly, dude, like
I've watched 2 episodes.
I couldn't even make it through one, honestly. Like I like it, but it's just like it is cringe to the max, bro. Is the entire premise of that show like getting to the bottom of how that chair fell apart?
Well, no, it's like getting interesting. It's like the chair company, this chair company,
it's like a conspiracy.
It's like a conspiracy, and it's almost like some like gang is running this chair company that like you shouldn't know about. You shouldn't want to get to the bottom of this chair company.
That's wild.
In the next episode, or I don't know if you maybe this is the end of the first one, he gets beat up in the parking lot because he's trying to talk to the chair company.
What the fuck?
So now he's even more invested. Someone hired someone to beat up Tim Robinson because he's asking questions about this chair company.
My God, just the most absolute low stakes. Like anybody else would have just brushed it off. Like, oh, this chair fell apart.
It's funny. Tim Robinson is definitely a one-trick pony, but it is so fucking funny.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who was the biggest victim in Welcome to Derry? Like, who just got it the absolute worst? And I'm not even talking about like death-wise.
You talking about the hallucinations and stuff?
Yes. Just like the constant, like teasing of Pennywise. Like, who suffered Pennywise's abuse the most?
Well, what's crazy is like Marge didn't even get much of it, but she's one that actually got harmed from it.
True, which is interesting.
Yeah. And the way she got harmed in her hallucination was
fucked
crazy.
Up. Yeah.
So like,
dude, what's crazy is like that snail thing, the snail parasite, I've learned about those before. And it's probably the creepiest thing you could learn in school. Like it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, parasites with bugs and shit are crazy.
Yeah, but no, like they literally go in the snail's eye and they like make this like pulsing visual thing that like birds can easily see. So the birds come down, they swoop down, they attack the eyes of the snail. Like they make the snail go in a very visible spot where birds can easily see them, and they attract the birds, and then the birds eat the parasite. It gets in their poop, they poop it out, and then snail finds it again, they eat it, and then the cycle continues.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nature.
So
wild.
I can understand why Marge was seeing that as something to be afraid of, because they just learned about it in school, and she was like, ugh.
I think she probably had like the worst one-time incident.
Yeah.
But
see, I have an answer for this.
Well, I think who got it the worst might be, okay, let me see if
I say Lily, bro. Lily got abused in this. And I say
she's
that
already a little crazy.
So no, see, and here's why I say that as well. It's not necessarily just what Pennywise made her see, but it's the situations that he put her in. That was the worst.
At the grocery store.
At school, twice.
In public, yeah.
Like any chance Lily could possibly be made to look crazy in public to the rest of the town, because her biggest fear is going back to Juniper Hill.
Yeah.
And literally every opportunity, Pennywise was taking every opportunity to make her look crazy to the rest of the town to send her back there.
Yeah, because Ronnie's was just in her room at home.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah, because even Marge's incident, Lily was still the one that looked crazy.
Yep. Yeah. I think he did that. he did that more so to fuck with Lily than he did to fuck with Marge.
Yeah.
That's why, because think about it, like he never attacked Marge again.
No,
with
he didn't.
Visions.
No.
I genuinely think he did that just to make Lily look bad.
Yeah, Lily definitely got it the worst. And if Lily really was Beverly Marsh's mom, we know that she committed suicide at Juniper Hill. If they decide to make her Beverly Marsh's mom.
Didn't they say the name? Who did they say the name of the person? I thought they said it in the after credit scene of the person hanging.
But that's the thing, though, is like. But here's the thing. No, here's where you run into a problem. There is she is also referred to as a different name than Lily. So in the books, well, I was watching who was it? Sydney, Horror Chronicles. Great peer, great horror creator. She was saying how they can decide to make Lily Beverly Marsh's mom because Lily can, like, as a first name basis, can kind of just transform into like another nickname that they give her. Because it is a different name of who Beverly Marsh's mom is than Lily in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But they could end up making that be Lily.
Okay.
So did this take a few episodes for like you to get into? Like when, because I know you recently binged it more than me. So I want to know, like, at what point in the show did you get like locked in? Did it really have you hooked?
I would say probably when they did do the Pennywise reveal.
Just like what, episode 5?
Of like when Maddie came back.
Okay.
And they went down to the sewers.
I knew Maddie wasn't real.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing.
They did a good job, but I was like.
No, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this is too convenient. Way too convenient.
Yeah. And then the reveal of Bill Skarsgård. I mean, everyone knew Bill Skarsgård would be returning, but I'm so glad that they didn't overdo it with Pennywise. Once we got Pennywise, he was in it quite a bit.
Yeah, he was.
But the buildup was nice.
It was.
Learning about Dick Halloran more was really fascinating. And then once you put together the piece that that's also Dick Halloran from The Shining, I'm like, oh my God, this just makes it even more interesting. And I wonder if we'll get a spinoff of Dick Halloran and more about The Shining.
At the hotel, yeah.
Not even at the hotel, just to learn more about The Shining.
If that's where he stays until
I think he said
Jack shows up.
I don't know if he's at the Overlook Hotel the whole time.
I don't know.
Because he said he was heading to a flight in London or something. Yeah. I mean, he obviously ends up at the Overlook Hotel. But yeah, I think that would be a cool spinoff to have.
No, his character is very interesting.
His character is very interesting. Outside of, of Pennywise, I would say Dick Halloran was the most interesting character.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's interesting how many like mystical things outside of Pennywise were taking place. You know, like because you have Dick Halloran with his, whole mind powers. You have the Native Americans who were very aware of Pennywise, and they like even went out of they were able to figure out that there was a cage that was keeping him in.
Well, they built the cage.
Well, yeah, no. But I mean, they figured out that like when he came crashing to Earth, they figured out that he was encased in like this glass that was that they could use to imprison him in Derry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was all really interesting lore to learn about. The Galoo.
Yeah, he was known
terrifying.
As the Galoo.
Yeah. So, and let's talk about this too, because there in the finale, there's a line that Pennywise says to Marge.
Yeah.
That Marge later tells Lily. He said to him, the past, present, and future is all the same. And he tells Lily how her son and his friends kill him in the future, and that his death is actually his birth. Because he was like, or is my death actually my birth or something like that?
I don't know if he was stating that his death is his birth. I think he's like questioning it.
Well,
because
Pennywise obviously sees time in a different light.
No, he sees it all at once.
So that's what I'm saying. So if he does see it all at once, is he getting stronger as he goes back into the past? Because clearly Pennywise was stronger in this show than he was in the movies.
Yeah.
I think that is vastly clear. And the more we see flashbacks with the Native American tribes, I feel like the glue and he was even more terrifying then as well.
Yeah.
He was taking out whole tribes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just like, does he get stronger as we go more back into the past? Because now we're going to see Pennywise during the Bradley Massacre, during the 1908 explosion where it took out 88 kids. Like, I don't know. I feel like as this show goes on, each season, Pennywise will probably get stronger.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
No, that'd be pretty damn cool. I just like the whole forgetting thing is like crazy to me. Is that Pennywise doing that? Of how everybody forgets? It has to be.
Because the older you get, the more you forget.
Well, yeah. But I mean, but people don't forget trauma.
No,
like
I know. So I'm saying what causes that? Because then, yeah, the more when you move outside of Derry.
Because they say like, yeah, the further
that.
away from Derry you get. I'm like, that's gotta be Pennywise.
Yeah.
Like that's gotta be Pennywise at work that like makes you forget.
Yeah.
I mean, he does, his whole thing is like he gets in your mind. So
But yeah, I really like how we have multiple storylines going on and they all came together. Because in the movies, you're just focusing on Pennywise, but in the show, we also had the air base that was trying to figure out where these ancient relics were.
Yeah.
To, as we find out, release Pennywise or release it.
I wasn't expecting that twist. I wasn't expecting that
either.
Like, honestly, I was already like, this is a dumbass idea of you guys trying to put a leash on Pennywise. Because that was the original plan. That's what they were telling Hamlin and everything.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, you just want to release it so fear can wreak havoc among the entire United States and we'll just unite in fear?
Yeah.
Good fucking God, bro.
Give him a common enemy, I guess.
My God.
Yeah, what a crazy idea. And then Dexter Morgan's dad met his fate at the end there.
Good.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I never forget a smell.
I love how he remembered the smell. He walked past, sniffed him, stopped. I never forget the smell. Just fucking eats his face.
Crazy. It literally turned into the fear thing that he used all those years ago.
Yeah. The Pennywise was a menace in this show.
Dude.
He was such a menace.
He was.
And we saw so many different forms of it as well in this show. Okay, but I got a question for you too. So, recently, you had put Art the Clown on your horror icon Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Now, I believe we did also say that was a slasher Mount Rushmore.
Did we?
I wouldn't consider Pennywise a slasher.
Nah, bro, he's a creature.
But after It Welcome to Derry, does Pennywise deserve a spot on the horror icon Mount Rushmore?
Who did I have?
We got Michael Myers.
Yeah.
We have Freddy Krueger. We have Ghostface. Slasher-wise, we put Art the Clown. Does Pennywise pass Art the Clown? Well, that seems I'm going to get a lot of shit for that, but
I mean, I feel like people are going to be like, obviously Pennywise is better than Art the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be crazy if I wanted to put him over Freddy Krueger instead?
Pennywise?
Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
Is that crazy?
I think that's crazy. I think that is crazy.
I mean, if we're talking about like just personal favorites, though.
Sure.
I'm not saying like who, like, obviously, I'm going to say Freddy Krueger is more iconic than Art the Clown. Like, obviously,
yes, that
is the case there. But if I was to pick like a personal Mount Rushmore of like who I wanted to keep, I like the lore and the intrigue of Art the Clown and Pennywise better than Freddy Krueger.
I'll tell you what, after this show, Pennywise has climbed up my horror icon ranking a lot.
Yeah. No, I really like the Pennywise lore. I like that they're emphasizing how he is. I like that he's just been more talkative and like and explaining more about himself. He's like he was saying how he was a destroyer of worlds and all that when Halloran was in his head.
Great scene.
I was like, let's go. Give me more of this.
Yes.
I thought that was cool as hell.
The backstory of how he became Pennywise with Bob Gray.
Yeah.
The lore is fascinating.
The lore is so cool.
And at the end of the day, it's Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
That's what is really solidifying this Pennywise because of his performance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get a lot of people love Tim Curry, as you should, and love his Pennywise. But after this, I feel like there is just absolutely no way
Dude,
you can have Tim Curry's Pennywise over Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård is the GOAT, bro.
Skarsgård
Is the
as
GOAT.
Pennywise might just be one of the greatest horror castings ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it is one of the greatest horror castings ever.
You know, as much as I like this show, though, I do have like one criticism.
Okay.
I think it relied a little too heavily on CGI.
Okay.
A little too heavily.
So
And
I'm glad you brought that up because I think CGI in horror is one, like, I prefer the practicality in horror.
Yeah.
The practical effects, I think, need to stick around, especially in horror, for as long as they can. Now, oddly enough, I don't mind the CGI horror when it comes to Pennywise.
Well,
because it is more about hallucinations
and shape shifting and all that.
Yeah.
No, I understand it. However, like even with the It movies, I thought they did a better job of creating like this creepy ominous feeling of like getting you scared with anticipation without using the CGI.
Okay.
Like one scene I always go back to is I love when I can't remember the character's name, but he's in the library and he just keeps looking for stuff and you see the balloon. You see the librarian.
Yeah.
The creepy ass smiles and everything of like people following him. That's what I love.
Mhm.
Like I like that stuff a lot. And I think he made him see like a zombie or something in that.
One of the burning
victims.
bodies from the Easter egg explosion.
Yes.
Which you also see in episode 7 during the Black Spot Fire.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think they didn't do enough of that with this.
Okay.
Like I feel like they didn't do enough of showing Pennywise stalking his prey first. Like it was just kind of like they just kind of went right into the hallucinations.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked seeing like Pennywise's presence before the hallucinations happened.
Yeah.
It built a lot more anticipation with each scene.
I feel like you felt that presence and that build up throughout the episodes.
No, I know what you're.
Yeah.
And I get that, but at the same time, it's like, I still want to know that like he's around before it actually happens in the scene.
It was crazy when they had found that artifact. They burned it. And then Pennywise, who was sleeping, just opened his eyes. Is like, "Oh, I'm free, motherfucker."
Yeah. Like you think they were like, it went to sleep.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like
Yeah.
what? Nah, bro. You think he's just gonna let that slide?
So I put out a question on Instagram, and it was, is Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the greatest horror villain casting of all time? And then I asked, if it isn't Bill, then who is it? The most common answer was Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. And I think that's completely valid.
It is valid. Is it because like I feel like there's a lot of horror icons out there that they don't talk. So it's like these are Pennywise and Freddy Krueger and Art the Clown. Like I would say those three are like probably the ones that give off the most of their personality through their character.
Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter was another one that was up there.
Yeah.
But you could easily say that Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise is the top 3 horror villain casting of all time.
Yeah.
At this point.
God. I still love just like how he adopts the Pennywise personality. Like not Bill Skarsgård, I mean like it.
Oh,
like
yeah,
how
yeah.
he adopts the clown persona.
Yeah.
Just because he was like pretending to be a kid and he saw his intrigue. He saw the kid's intrigue with the clown. And he was like, oh, what a perfect way to lure children.
Yeah. The children are drawn to you. That's an odd thing
to say. Odd thing for a young man to say.
He said, "Can you help me find my parents?" No. Can't you see I'm busy?
Takes another shot.
Bob was kind of funny.
He was kind of funny. Seemed like a miserable performer, though.
Oh, yeah. He had lost his wife. He hadn't been in the circus in a while. And I feel like we'll probably get more Bob Gray lore when they do the 1908 show.
For sure. Dude, but the Ingrid reveal I thought was really interesting as well. Like when we were seeing the clown pop up, I kept thinking that was Pennywise, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that was so interesting. It's like that was Ingrid stalking them. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's what there was.
And like I noticed that the hair was different. Like I knew that wasn't how Pennywise's hair normally was. It seemed like I was like, oh, maybe this was like a primitive version of Pennywise, you know, before he had figured out his whole Pennywise look. Like I don't know, he's a shapeshifter. It's not crazy to think he might have had a different style that he thought was more intimidating to start. But yeah, I thought, and that also explained. I was like, oh, that's why she showed up in the picture.
Yeah,
I was like, there was that explanation, because I was like, how come the clown picture, that was the only one that came through on the images, because she was actually there.
Yeah, there's just a lot of great reveals.
There was
throughout this whole season. I saw this one tweet. Would you rather live in Derry or Hawkins?
I'll say Derry.
You're absolutely
No. Simply off the fact that he only comes around once every 27 years.
Okay, what?
That's the only reason why.
Hell no.
Actually, but yeah, I mean,
no.
Even
give me Hawkins, bro.
Let's see, the upside down.
I'd rather deal with the upside down,
but it's like always there. However, it doesn't have a high body count. I'll give it that. Not as high of a body count.
Not as high. Not at least until season 4 when it just starts ripping people apart.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like up until now.
There's something though about,
because like what if you pick Derry and they just like luckily plopped you in right after the recent massacre,
sure,
and you got 27 years apiece.
Yeah, but there's still something about being able to deal with something tangible and not mentally. Like this is all like,
I mean, Pennywise is both.
You're right, but the hallucinations, like that I feel like
getting in your head is fucking
so
scary.
terrifying.
It's scary.
It is so terrifying.
Yeah. No, also, I'd rather deal with a physical thing that can't fuck with my head.
Pennywise is way more terrifying than Vecna.
Yeah. But I mean, Vecna can get in your head too.
You're right.
Vecna was making people see things.
You're right. So Vecna just a copycat.
Kind of.
Vecna just trying to steal Pennywise's game.
However, Pennywise's hallucinations are a lot more terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say.
Vecna is just kind of like, here's your past trauma.
Yeah. And here's a clock.
Yeah. What's this guy, a clockmaker?
I think you cracked the case, Steve.
Give me Hawkins, bro. Give me Hawkins. I'm not taking Derry. Is Vecna defeating Pennywise?
No.
After this show,
Pennywise,
bro,
dude, he's a destroyer of worlds. He said it himself. Also, that reveal though, when Pennywise figured it out, that was crazy to see how Pennywise could even be tricked.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah. That's The Shining, baby.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool. Like all he saw was the hand didn't match the skin color of the person he was talking to. He was like, tricky dicky.
It's so good. It's so good. After this
show,
I
was impressed with Dick's abilities with that. Like, damn, he was able to make Pennywise see things.
Pennywise is just a menace in this show, though.
He is. I do have top 5 absolute menace moments from Pennywise.
Okay.
All right. So, number 5, I have the car birth. in the opening scene.
Oh, the opening scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great way to hook you in.
Yeah. That was traumatizing. And following up on that for number 4, I have the Ronnie's mom scene in her bedroom. What I thought that was crazy. They did like almost back to back like birthing horror things, which is like, I mean, childbirth is one of the scariest things we can deal with, like of people's regular lives. So the fact that they were adding a horror aspect to that twice in this show was crazy. And oh my God, it turned into a mouth and was pulling her in. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was crazy.
At number 3, while it was not as visually scary, I do have the snail parasite simply off of one, making Marge want to hurt herself and essentially cut her own eyes out because of the fake parasite in her eyes. And 2, for setting Lily up to look like an insane person again. Like, bro, I'm telling you, every single chance he got to make Lily look bad, he did it. Number 2, I have Dead Maddie coming back and leading everybody down just to reveal, and like his head splitting open into a mouth to the big reveal of Pennywise the Clown. Thanks for taking them all down here for me.
Yeah.
And at number 1, again, not the most visually disturbing. I mean, it's pretty disturbing, but I have the grocery store scene with Lily taking her dead dad, putting him in pickle jars, making her look bad in public, and also her dad was like trying to like
tongue her down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a horrific combination of things that could have happened to Lily in that moment. So, yeah, those are my top 5 menace moments for Pennywise in
He was a
Welcome to
menace.
Derry.
He was an absolute menace in Welcome to Derry. That final funeral scene too, for Richie's funeral at the end, that was a great scene.
Yeah, it was.
And that I think that was the one part that got me emotional was well, even when, you know, Rich and Marge were having their last moments during the fire. And then at the funeral, when Dick comes up to them and tells them that hand you're feeling on your shoulder is your son and that he'll always be there, I was like, damn, that hits hard.
That's something you'd want to hear at a funeral.
Yes. I feel like it was very, as sad as it was also so comforting for the parents to hear that.
Dang, Richie was a ghost for like a day and he already figured out like how to be a cool ghost.
Oh my God.
Oh, bro, also him flipping off Pennywise as he was going to help them was great.
I feel like you got to do that at least once Pennywise project is to flip him off. Okay. So that's pretty much it for our Welcome to Derry review. Obviously, very high on this show. Would you, because I've seen a lot of people be comparing these shows just because they're the 2 shows out right now. They're centered around kid main characters. You know, they got the horror aspects to them. Where with this new season of Stranger Things, would you say Welcome to Derry, just a season, is better than season 5 of Stranger Things? And I know we're not finished with season 5 of Stranger Things.
It's hard to compare because, you know, obviously Stranger Things has been building up for years and we're very attached to these characters.
It just feels like a Marvel project.
It's like it's an event. It's an event, not just a show. Like the fact that they're going to release the finale in theaters is like, that's telling you everything you need right there. But I will say, as far as like, you know, acting, writing, and, you know, all the above of like what makes a good television show, Welcome to Derry's got the advantage.
For sure. If you were to compare it to season 1 of Stranger Things, I think it gets a lot closer.
It does.
Just because I think season 1 is easily the best season of Stranger Things.
But yeah, like the writing in season 5 so far and the dialogue has been like, God damn, that is cringe as hell.
Yeah, no, this season of Welcome to Derry is great. And I also love like that it's just fully into the horror aspects of this show. You know, season 1 of Stranger Things, a lot of people were calling it like a horror show. And the next seasons to come, you saw it kind of stray away from that. Season 4 bring a little bit of it back. But with It Welcome to Derry, they just been able to go full out on the horror, which I really love because I feel like you don't see too many horror shows in the limelight of when it comes to popular TV shows out.
Yeah.
Or that get a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice to see just a straight up horror TV show like this.
Yeah, dude. But I really am just like hooked in on the Pennywise lore.
Me too.
I'm looking
so
forward to
hooked in.
getting more Pennywise lore.
Me too. All right, that's gonna do it for this review. Highly recommend It Welcome to Derry if you haven't watched it already. But this is a fantastic show, great first season, and I can't wait for seasons 2 and 3 to come out. And don't forget, check out our Patreon for bonus content. We are doing live streams on there, so if you want to come hang out with us, ask us questions, join our Patreon to join to the live streams. We will also be doing some giveaways soon as well. All you got to do is be a member to join the giveaway. And as always, thanks for supporting us. All right. We will see you next time on Duck Takes.
See you guys.